Hey YouTube, Shukun Shinobi here with part 2 of my week-long Kamen Rider Kiva bash with a review of the Kivat Belt. I'd like to point out that my new camera still isn't here, so I'm using the slightly crappier one. But we'll just have to roll with it until it gets here. It should be here sometime this week. So anyway, moving right along, we'll go ahead and take a look at Kivat first. He's full-sized, about the same size as he was in the show, which I think is pretty cool. Let's look at his eyes, wing details, the little button. Oh god. I didn't mean to do that, but he talks. Imagine that. His little feet that go onto the belt, but we'll take a look at that later. His wings do move, and his eyes glow. So to get him to talk, you press this button on the top of his head. This is the unlatch button for the belt. I'll get to that later. But just press it down, and it says bite in Japanese. And eventually he'll say other random phrases when you press it a couple more times. It's about for every 3 bites he says a phrase. And I pressed it too much so his mouth got stuck in the fuestle position. So it's nothing like spectacular or anything. I get a kick out of his eyes changing color more than anything else. Okay, enough about that. If you own him or going to own him, you can mess around and try to figure out all the phrases, but for now we'll just take a look at the more important things. Putting him aside. Okay, so to activate the henshin, you take Kivat, put his wings down. They don't have to be down, but in order to look right, it does. So, extend his mouth. There we go. Then press down on his teeth. Attach him to the belt. And that's it. There's a switch on his back that gets pressed down when he's against the belt. So it'll tell the toy that it's in belt mode as opposed to Kivat mode. And the only way you can get the fuestle noises is by having it attached to the belt or having that button held down. So go ahead and take a look at the fuestles. Wake up. They just kind of slide in, push down. Castle Doran. Doran booster. They're hard to get in with one hand. I'm gonna hold them down like this. If you have the Gururu saber, you can press down on this, and it'll do the Gururu bite. There's Basha. Daga. The Ixa Belts, Garuru, Basha, and Dogga fuestles do the exact same noises as the Kiva ones do. So I won't look at those, but we'll take a look at the other fuestles that go with the Ixa Belt. First, the Ixa Knuckle fuestle. He's basically saying that's wrong, because it's not his fuestle. Ixa Caliber fuestle. I believe he's saying Nanda, which is what. And Powered Ixa. And then we'll take a look at the fuestle that comes with Tatslot to summon Emperor Kiva. The fuestle that comes with Rising, or the Ixa Riser, does the exact same noise as the Tatslot fuestle, so I won't look at that. There are a couple other noises within the Kiva Belt that are activated through other Japanese exclusive fuestles that were given away with like magazine promotions and toy promotions and stuff like that. Here are some hidden Kivat sounds. Okay, that was basically everything Kivat says that's not related to a henshin. Here is the noise for Dogabaki. So there's Dogabaki form, and here's one more. Saying something about a movie. You might have been a fuestlight you get with the movie, I don't entirely know for sure, to be honest. This one, if I can get it right, basically saying, let's go play. There's also this one, which sounds like some sort of form, but it's, as far as I recall, never used in the show. It's if you press down the first three, which is very hard to do. So I'm not too sure what that is, but if anybody knows, go ahead and post in the comments section. Thanks. So that's about it for the Kivat Belt. Go ahead and, to get him off the belt, you just hold down the switch that's down by his ear, and then lift him up and off. Overall, I'm really impressed with the Kiva Belt. It's possibly my favorite belt so far that I have right now, just because I really enjoy Kivat as a character and as a henshin device. I think having like a sentient henshin device is a really cool aspect that I enjoyed in Kiva, and so it gives it a slight edge compared to the Ixa Belt, in my opinion. I can't wait to eventually get a hold of the Dark Kiva Belt, just so I can have another Kivat flying around. My only disappointment with the belt is probably the fact that there's nowhere to put Kivat. Like, his feet are like claws, so they can latch onto here, but like there's no way to stand him, because when you try to stand him he just falls forward because of how front heavy he is. So there's no like real way to stand him up, and that's disappointing to me, but it's not gonna detract from my love of the belt at all. So overall, I recommend the Kivat Belt completely. He just falls off. So if HLJ still has them in stock, I'd definitely go ahead and pick them up if you don't have them already. And if you enjoyed Kiva, it's a definite buy. Thanks, and I'll see you tomorrow when we review the Ixa Belt.